You've been lifting for more than a year. You've probably tried Leucine or HMB or Creatine, all three. But odds are you're not running them correctly. See, most people take Leucine with their protein meal when it's already doing nothing, or they buy HMB and wonder why it doesn't work when they're eating 200 grams of protein a day and a calorie surplus. So in this video, I'll break down the complete strength stack: Leucine pulse control, HMB, creatine, citrulline, beta-alanine, taurine, collagen, and electrolytes, with exact doses, timing, and the training split that turns chemistry into strength. But first, if this is the kind of no-nonsense, evidence-based content you want more of, subscribe and share this with anyone who's tired of wasting money on garbage supplements. And if you find this helpful, consider donating to support my channel. Link in the description. So here's the entire system in one sentence. Strength goes up when you apply a progressive mechanical tension and give your muscle fibers frequent, clean signals to build mTOR and muscle protein synthesis, while you prevent unnecessary breakdown, sleep, and repeat. Leucine is the on switch. HMB is the guardrail. Everything else, creatine, citrulline, beta-alanine, taurine, collagen, supports those two primary mechanisms. So if you get this part wrong, nothing else matters. Your muscle has a threshold, the Leucine threshold. Hit it and mTOR lights up. Muscle protein synthesis turns on. Miss it and you're leaving gains on the table. You can hit that threshold two ways. Option A, a protein meal with 2.5 to 3.5 grams of leucine. That's about 30 to 40 grams of high quality protein, like beef, eggs, or even whey. Option B, a leucine pulse, 3 grams of pure leucine taken between meals when you aren't eating enough protein to trigger MPS. Here's the critical part. Muscle protein synthesis is refractory for about 3 hours after a trigger. That means hammering repeated shakes inside that window is wasted effort. You're not getting more MPS, you're just making expensive urine. So, if you eat 2 meals a day or OMAD, here's what the Leucine pulse does. It gives you an extra MPS event without a second big feed. So example, 10 a.m. meal 1, 40 grams of protein. 1 p.m. Leucine pulse, 3 grams, extra MPS trigger. 2 p.m. meal 2, 40 grams of protein. 3 MPS events across the day without constant feeding. Do not add a Leucine pulse with a high protein meal. If your meal already has 30 to 40 grams of protein, you already hit the threshold. Adding leucine on top does absolutely nothing. Oh, here's a taste fix. 3 grams of leucine plus 1 gram of glycine plus 1 gram of D-ribose and a shot of cold water. Swig it, chase with water or black coffee, you're done. Now HMB, beta-hydroxybeta-methylbutyrate, is a downstream metabolite of leucine. Your body converts about 5% of leucine into HMB naturally. So why supplement it separately? Well, because HMB does something leucine doesn't. It's anti-catabolic. It reduces muscle protein breakdown and stabilizes cell membranes. It shines when catabolic pressure is high. Calorie deficit, long fasts such as OMAD lifters, high volume training, beginners, high breakdown early on, older lifters 40 plus where breakdown accelerates. See, HMB is not a mass gainer on its own. It keeps what training creates. Think of it as insurance. Leucine builds, HMB protects. And the dose, 3 grams per day total. Either calcium HMB in 3 1 gram doses with meal, or free acid HMB in 1 to 2 doses. And if you're cutting over 40 or running long fasts, add it. If you're young, well-fed, and in a surplus, it's optional. Now, let's talk about the supporting players. These don't trigger mTOR or block breakdown, but they improve performance, which means more quality reps, which means more weekly tonnage, which means more strength. So creatine, more reps at the same RPE. Creatine increases phosphocreatine in muscle, better ATP buffering for short, heavy efforts, same weight feels slightly lighter, you get another clean rep, weekly volume goes up, strength climb. Dose 3 to 5 grams per day, monohydrate, anytime, every day, no loading phase needed, and do hydrate. Citrulline malate plus sodium equal reps and pumps you can actually use. Citrulline raises arginine and nitric oxide, better blood flow, less fatigue in sets of 6 to 20 reps, and sodium keeps plasma volume up so you don't lose performance on a low-carb diet. Dose 6 to 8 grams of citrulline malate, 60 to 90 minutes pre-training, and salt your pre-workout drink. Beta-Alanine, it is optional for higher reps and conditioning. Increases muscle carnosine, benefits efforts lasting 60 to about 240 seconds. So think sets of 10 to 20 reps or conditioning work. Dose 3.2 to about 6.4 grams per day in divided doses for about 4+ weeks. Expect tingles. That's normal. If you hate it, skip it. Taurine aids cell volume and reduce post-set cramps when you push volume, especially useful on low-carb or high-sodium protocols, and a dose 1 to 2 grams per day post-training or evening. Now these four create the environment where you can do more work at a given RPE. More work equals more adaptation. It's that simple. And here's something most people ignore. Your tendons are often the limiting factor in strength, not your muscles. You can't load a squat heavier if your patellar tendon hurts. You can't press more if your rotator cuff is irritated. So collagen peptides plus vitamin C taken 30 to 60 minutes before training supports tendon collagen synthesis. This isn't for muscle protein synthesis, it's for connective tissue. Dose is about 10 to 15 grams of collagen peptides, 50 to 100 milligrams of vitamin C taken 30 to 60 minutes pre-training on your tendon-heavy days such as squats, jumps, sprinting, overhead presses. And run this for about 8 to 12 weeks on your heavy lower body and overhead days. Monitor your joints and pain. It should reduce by about 10 to 20%. Now, I do know lots of individuals use BPC and TB500 peptides. So to break it down, here's a complete protocol. Foundation, protein, 1.6 to 2.2 grams of kilograms body weight per day. Per meal, aim for 30 to 50 grams high quality protein to hit that leucine threshold. Now for the leucine pulse, 3 grams of pure leucine about 3 hours after a protein meal. Max 1 to 2 pulses per day. Most people only need 1. And skip if you're eating 3+ high protein meals per day. HMB, 3 grams per day total. Either calcium HMB 3, 1 gram doses with meals, or free acid HMB 1 or 2 doses if you're cutting over 40, running long fast, or high volume training. Creatine, 3 to 5 grams per day, monohydrate, anytime, every day. Citrulline malate, 6 to 8 grams, 60 to 90 minutes pre-training. Beta-Alanine, it is optional, 3.2 to 6.4 grams per day, divided doses for up to 4 weeks plus. Taurine, 1 to 2 grams per day, post-training or evening. Collagen plus vitamin C, tendons day. So 10 to 15 grams of collagen peptides plus 50 to 100 milligrams of vitamin C, 30 to 60 minutes pre-training on squat, jump, overhead days. And of course, your electrolytes. Sodium, 4 to 5 grams salt per day, either from Celtic, Baja, Himalayan, not a table salt, of course. You have magnesium, 300 to 400 milligrams, glycinate or taurate in the evening. And potassium, get it from food. If supplementing, make sure you include 200 to 400 milligrams with meals. So once you follow the program that I've outlined within the comments below or through my Substack article, you should expect Strength, most lifters see a 2 to 7% on compounds in 8 weeks. Body composition, slight lean mass up, fat steady or down, depends on calories. And recovery, reduced dooms, steadier sessions, joints feel better. This works because you're hitting MPS multiple times per day with the Leucine pulse, protecting muscle with HMB, improving performance with creatine and citrulline, and supporting tendons with collagen. You're recovering all the bases. Look, strength isn't random. It's not about taking every supplement on the shelf. It's about understanding the mechanisms, using the right tools at the right time, and training with intent. The Leucine pulse gives you an extra MPS event without constant feeding. HMB protects muscle when you're cutting, fasting, or aging. Creatine, citrulline, beta-alanine, and taurine improve performance. Collagen supports tendons so you can keep loading. Sleep ties it all together. So if you want the full protocol, exact doses, daily routine, training splits, and an 8-week plan, check the pinned comment below. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe, share it with a training partner, and please donate to support my channel. Link in the description. So train smart, don't waste your money, and I'll see you in the next video.